Okay, this is Do More Harm. It's Niles' companion quest. We are on Praetor at the Matriarch, Tomb of the Matriarch. This is the landing pad. Straight north.
As I told you before, we need to... Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the Matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
For any subject, visiting the Matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the Matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the Matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions.
Okay. Good point.
Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the Matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people.
Sounds straightforward to me.
Reaching the vault will be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
Niles, what do you make of it?
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done.
No sense in waiting. Let's go.
After you. Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better.
Okay, this is the golden shroud of the First Sovereign. We're going to get it. The key to get into it is held by that guy right there.
That Sentinel and Docent are going to put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll
This-
rejoin you once the path is clear.
To have the matriarch taken from us before her time.
If you have hack 9 or hack... I can't do this with them talking. With them... Let me turn them down a little bit. Hack 5 in the Good Subject's Guide to Electrical Systems. The Good Subject Guide to Electrical Systems is in a locked room back there, and we'll get that as well. So we'll go this way. You can activate this guy if you have high enough engineering, but he didn't really do a whole lot. I did it just to see. And he doesn't have a lot of health, and I couldn't get him to come down the stairs and follow me in. Like, he wouldn't fight for you or anything like that. Like, I couldn't get him to do that.
On your command.
Okay.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Shock grenade followed by the Volt beamcaster.
Not getting up without help, Commander. Electrical damage.
Don't trust you at all. Okay. Lockpick 5, which we are going to do because I'm at 4 anyway. And I can't get up to hack 5. Like I can't do that. So, oops. Yeah, lockpick 5. Nope. Continue. Go back in. I don't want guns. Lockpick 5. Save. Accept. Back off. Okay. So here is the Good Subject's Guide to Electrical Systems. Grab that. And I did not see an alternate way to get in here. But you should also pick up this inventory cap, because I haven't really seen much of anything that has as high a toxicity drain rate as this. So if you find yourself using the health, your inhalers a lot, like I do. Actually, I can probably get him with the plasma. Almost. Yep, got him. He's the one that has the key to the shroud. So if you had hack 5, you can use that with the Good Subject's Guide to Electrical Systems. Switch back to a quieter sniper. Okay, usually I can get this entirely. I'm not sure why this is. I'm not on the sniper rifle, that's why. Where's my sniper rifle? That's not the sniper rifle, genius. Oh, it's too late now.
Standing by to stupefy.
My sniper rifle usually gets it just fine. Clearly.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
You shoot it in the legs when she does that, it doesn't usually shoot back at all. Because you can see it like jerking around.
Reviving me is strategically optimal. Thank you, dear.
Okay, the first pitchball card is here. It requires a lock pick of 9, and his name is Chris Sosa. I'll put his information in the description, and my Google workbook, also link in the description, has all of the pitchball cards as well. They'll tell the information there. Alright, then let's get a final shot on the Protectorate officer. Finish her up. Here's a light revolver in this one. This one's a helmet. Welded helmet, and I don't know what this one is. I don't know what kind of weapon that is. Looks like a heavy revolver. But I don't know, could be wrong. Let's go back to the plasma.
Mobilizing.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
My order is to stay crouched and get back into stealth. I was doing this, and he just hauled, just from here, he just will haul ass into that room. It's like, stay stealthy, Niles. All of them, I mean, Niles, it's not specific to Niles. So many of them just refuse to stay stealthy. Why can't I get in here?
Proceeding to attack.
Okay. Distraction devices, uranium grenades, Jesus. Lockpick 2, this is a cloak driver. After successfully killing someone with a sneak attack, become camouflaged for 8 seconds. While camouflaged, enemies cannot see you and attacks are always sneak attacks. Has a 10-minute cooldown between activations. So there's that. Okay, he has the golden Shroud Display Key. I'm gonna grab that. Crap, now it's moved around. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Golden Shroud. Okay. Fortune's Favor. Gain an additional 30% damage resistance, increasing further with your speech skill. Sounds nice. However, when you receive damage, you lose half of the damage total in bits. So if you get like 100 points of damage, you lose $50. That's the way I read it. Has no effect while you're out of bits. So don't wear this when you're in combat, because you're just gonna lose money. Alright, where's my armored suit back? There we go. So there's that. Now let's go loot some of these things. What did I just say? Oh, just flower petal. Okay. Now, we are going to get in here on the way out. Oh, I can do it now. I thought we couldn't do it until the way out. All right, well, I have Lucky. If you have Sneak 9 or Gambler, you can get in as well. We are going to get in because I have Lucky. And we're going to get junk worth 4,300 bits. So, junk items. Take that. Remains of the Matriarch. Junk items can be broken down for crafting materials or sold at vendors. So be careful breaking down junk. Let me see if I can tell what that is, if that'll even break down.
Unless this is about the mission. All right, but we best...
Okay, it's not even on the list, so it doesn't look like you can accidentally break it down. Break down all junk. Let's find out. Okay, it's still there. So breaking down junk won't break it down.
It's secrets all the way down with the protectorate, ain't it?
I didn't realize you get stuff to talk about. Ah, what's this? I talked to him thoroughly before leaving the ship. What is this? Alright. What is that? Okay.
More ambulation, less aspiration. The security room that we need to reach is nearby. Should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Okay. Let's go.
Security room that we need to reach is nearby. Should be able to disable that energy barrier.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then.
I tried to get him before the cutscene.
My surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
Okay, so we have a bit of a dilemma. You can sort of stay on Niles' side and not let Zeb kill the guy. In which case, of course, he comes back with reinforcements at the end. They're easily dispatched, but still. However, if you let Zeb kill him, if you're like, fine, do whatever you want, Zeb, Niles isn't happy. And our conversation responses to Niles is not happy. Do not include it wasn't me. It was more siding with Zeb. But knowing what I know now, that he is going to come back with like 6 or 7 agents, I kind of want to kill him. But I also don't want Niles mad at me. Although he's already sort of mad at me anyway. But we are not cold-blooded killers. And unfortunately, for some reason, the middle ground of tying him up and leaving him in a corner is not an option. We either have to kill him or let him run and get back up. I mean, those are your two choices. In which case he dies anyway. So he does die anyway. But Niles doesn't know that at this point. So, I don't know. The plan's not going to be jeopardized, but at the same time...
That line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb.
I gotta turn voices back up.
Bellies over maybes and ifs.
And please. Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion.
Liar.
I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy. One we can ill afford in this place.
That's true. If you've got a stronger case to make, now's the time. Let's try this one. Because doing this lets him leave and he comes back. And doing this, that's what I did before. But then it still allows you a choice. Let's try
If we
this.
start gunning down civilians, where does it end, Zeb? Ain't Arcadia covered in enough blood?
You need me to clear that moral obstruction for you? Fine. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
So if you let the curator go, he will come back with backup. But after you're done with everything and it's just a shootout in the previous room. And if you do this one, Zeb will kill him. But I hate Niles' responses to this.
Understood, Commander. I don't like it, but if that's the order, that's the order.
No! No! Matriarch!
Hostiles near.
This will not be the first time blood.
Feels ugly and wrong, what we just did. Doubt the Earth Directorate would approve neither.
See, these are the same options if you let Zeb do it.
This damn job. Never gets easier, does it?
We can waste air on the ethics of this choice when the Protectorate's boot is no longer crushing our necks. You and Niles should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
Earl's Grey Tea. Alright, let's do a little bit of looting. Always need more black powder and a trauma kit. Okay, this is going to turn off the barrier down at the stairs.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we came here.
Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps.
Explosives 20.
Yes.
5 we can do.
Memory tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously, and if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
20. 14.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy.
Got good instincts. Explosives 9.
Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime. See what I can come up with.
Okay, we gotta go this way. It's 14, but we don't need it, so it's okay.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I
Can't tell if there's something up there.
Sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his auto-mech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
Dispatch to the Earth Directorate 231. If you had Professor or Brilliant, you could read this. Trust you've been briefed on our agreement. Now I feel like Bibliomania. You have a permanent bonus to your max health, but talking to anyone will reduce it for a long duration. Plus 20% base health, minus 30 base health for 2 minutes after talking to anyone. So if I talk to 3 people, I have no health for 2 minutes? I don't think so. There's a lot of people I have to talk to. I haven't seen that one before. Alright, I don't think there's anything up there. Let's go this way. Okay.
Made it through. Good. Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the door should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Damn it. Why must the protectorate abstract everything?
Must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe if we can peep
1,
wiring.
3, 2.
On the first try. Well, I'll not lament a stroke of good fortune.
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander?
What do you think?
I think he's starting to worry me. That whole business with the curator. Never seen Zeb so eager for bloodletting before. He's a changed man. Just ain't sure it's for the better.
Medical 9. Well, sometimes when you're fighting monsters, sometimes you have to act monstrous yourself. Let's try that
I
one.
know you're right. Suppose part of me still feels responsible for what he's gone through. If only I stuck it out, maybe then... Well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple.
All right. Did I lose that audio file? Oh, no, I haven't picked it up yet.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me, but I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I?
That vault door is quite the
Am I not
obstruction.
something of Arcadia?
Fortunately, there should be a code.
Take priority.
I should not have entered the room until the audio was done, so it didn't overlap.
Changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
Under restoration.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander.
Let's wait. Let's see if he'll come down. Because Niles will give you the thing that you talked about in the previous room, and it's an explosion, and it's very nice, and it gets you in. But Zeb's not happy about it, and I'm wondering if letting Zeb get here will offer another option. He's taking too long, so...
Remember those components I found?
Yeah.
I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all.
Awesome.
This gel should get us through that vault door.
Nice.
Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts.
Never doubted you for a minute.
You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
Not now.
Alright, well, fine.
Niles, careful! I was hoping for a more subtle incursion.
Okay, the next pitchball card.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard?
Geoff Schoffield pitchball card right here. +1 critical chance. Geoff Schoffield. +1 to critical chance.
This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here.
I have 26 heals.
This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the matriarch invented... nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
Gain 10% of max health as temporary health upon entering combat. That was an armor mod. Matriarch's regrets, not for public display. Never been forced to rely on an heir to secure my legacy. What a mistake it was to give him life. Ah ha ha, so she didn't even like her kid. The Sovereign, which is now the head of the Protectorate, and the Matriarch, which were the Order. So there's like a split. So it's really the Sovereign. Fist around the colony, throttling my dreams for it. Rewriting history, bending facts. Selection from the first bishop's writings, deemed too incendiary. First bishop laments the direction Arcadia has taken, especially since the matriarch's death and his role in establishing the order as a bulwark against dissent. So the bishop versus the sovereign.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
That would explain the message I found between the Matriarch and the Earth Directorate, which is one of the things that we read.
What message? Why didn't you say anything about it sooner?
If this information
I didn't know I could tell you about it.
The Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different. There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. Precisely. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
But the skip drives are what's causing the
Took
rifts.
the words right out of my mouth. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided. Once the problem of the rift is solved and ships can enter the system, why not? From what Niles told me, the Earth Directorate would be in opposition to Protectorate tyranny. I'll admit, the Earth Directorate has much to answer for. But if they would help, I would welcome it.
Making this technology available to the masses is not going to be the cure-all. What do you think,
It's worth
Niles?
holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
Speech 14. I think it was a good idea, but I don't think we should release the skip drive to everybody.
And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then?
I have no idea.
Put the brakes on, Commander. I'm sure Zeb can be reasoned with. I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra sacrificed herself. And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
Negotiator or speech 9?
You remember what we argued about the day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed, but that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it. But there's no future if you go through with this. Not for anyone.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia.
Alright.
I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in, but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
I want to talk it over with the commander, but yeah, maybe we can work something out.
Alright. So let's go. Got that weapon. Before you leave, grab the advanced decryption key in the chest here. You know, I ran through this on my way out before because I forgot all about it and nothing happened.
Zebulon just sent word of your success in reaching the vault.
So if you let the guy go, there'll be a huge fight here. Well, not huge, just like 7 people with him. So keep that in mind. And his friends will be dead, by the way. So killing him prevented like 10 more deaths. Even though Niles is probably mad at me. Alright, so we still have to open Niles's mod kit that we got for completing the quest mission. Completing the mission.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate. But that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
I understand his desperation. What I don't understand is the Earth Directorate's part in Arcadia's existence. Ever agreeing to such a cruel bargain in the first place? I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that.
I guess I don't understand the relationship between Earth Directorate, because it just seems to me like the matriarch and all of her friends took off and went to go live a separate life. Why they would be governed by the Earth Directorate in a completely separate solar system, I don't know. Maybe because I just didn't play the first one, but I think they should be allowed to just go off and do their own thing, but...
You're telling me you wouldn't have done things differently, or at least tried to?
I think they had good intentions. And I
Permission
don't know
to
how
speak
stretched
candidly,
thin the
Commander.
Earth Directorate could even be.
Permission granted, Agent Ibarra. Why, thank you, Commander. Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence.
Did I just hear you express sympathy for DeVries? In my Tranquility walkthrough, I was able to talk her down, and he was not happy about it at all, that he didn't get to kill her.
It's the damnedest thing. In spite of everything, I find myself relieved and spared. Augustine still owes a debt to us, and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe she pays it all someday, and maybe she doesn't. Either way, you were right to give her the chance.
What I'm hearing is that I should ignore you more.
That's some shoddy translation software you've got in your head. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place.
Speech 11. Giving up being an
I'm not
agent?
saying that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I ought to call it quits. Sometimes it feels like I don't know what I should be doing. I'm just cutting wires and hoping for the best.
Alright. You're being too hard. Leadership 7, engineering 7, speech 7. Speech 11. Yeah, that's called living.
You know what I mean, Commander. I've given so much to the Earth Directorate already, and hardly felt a return. Should I just keep on? Push through?
Only you can decide that. Speech 11.
And here I was hoping you'd unlock the secrets of the universe for me.
I don't have enough skill points in
Foolish as it
speech,
might be,
apparently. I can't do
I'm
it.
still convinced
Sorry,
the galaxy
Niles.
is better with the Earth Directorate in it. Flawed as it is. Maybe I can make it better. Won't know until I try. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed.
Alright, that's enough.
Right behind you, Commander.
Alright, talk to him
You just
again.
filled me with dread for so long. Sure, always.
And we'll go to party upgrades. He now has ricochet shrapnel shots. Shots now ricochet off targets, dealing damage to a second nearby enemy. His weapon also has increased damage. Or they occasionally knock down targets and have increased damage. Let's knock them down. And then amplifier reflection module now reflects a portion of attacks back to the attacker, also slightly increases the effectiveness of his armor, or applies over an area, increasing your invasion when standing near him. Also greatly increases. So if you're standing near, if you find yourself standing near him a lot, that one could work. But I always try to flank and stay away, so I choose that one. So here you go. There is Do More Harm and Niles' second companion quest.